You can't see my legs. No, it's fine.
How much?
Who knows?
Well, it'll be lipedema awareness. You can't see safety man, though, and that's sad.
Can you back it up a bit?
Man, fuck
You
safety
can
man.
turn it that way because there's still some wall there.
Well, I'm going to have to punch in on you anyway, so.
Why?
Oh, alrighty. I have to play the song. I don't know where it is.
I can't smoke this on there, can I?
No.
Okay. I'll
Just whatever you do it,
cover up.
cover it up with the pillow.
Okay.
Now,
Nope.
am I going to get sued for playing that song?
I hope not.
Because someone I know made that.
Uh-oh.
And if he's going to sue me for $1.1 billion, I got news for you, folks. You're getting about $1.1.
You're going to be taken off of all platforms. MySpace, and other ones.
Damn, that soda's good. Hi, welcome to an episode of Storage. Not only is this the first episode in a long time, it's also the last one. And if you're just now finding out that this is the last episode of Storage.
Because this is my last day on Earth because I'll be leaving.
Huh?
Yeah.
What is this over here? It's not our last day on Earth.
No, it's not.
It is the last Storage episode. So just let that sink in for a minute.
How long do I have to sink it in?
Well, until I was letting it sink in for them too.
Oh.
So just let them have a moment where they sink in. And now we can answer any questions that might come in, like, why is there no more storage? Well,
nobody's here to ask questions.
I'm thinking that this is what they would say. Why aren't you doing storage anymore? Well, the first reason was the storage space, weather too temperamental, either too hot or too cold. Also, no bathroom. And we're at the age when you have to go pee, you can't wait.
That's right.
So it was not, as they say, sustainable. That's what led me to this beautiful studio in an apartment, because I thought, well, I'll just get a commercial space and use that as the podcast studio. Commercial spaces are quite expensive, folks. I don't know if you know that. And then in my brain, it said, hey, why don't you just get an apartment and have an extra bedroom and have that be the studio? And that's where we are now.
You mean like a commercial space like in a strip mall?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or, just like somewhere where I pay
yeah.
to have a space each month.
Why pay when you have it right here in your own home?
Exactly. And I hadn't thought of that.
Here. Yeah. This is very luxurious. She has tissues sitting right by my chair. There's a lot of electrical outlets to plug things into. She has my coffee here. And there's nice chairs to sit on. And it's very nice.
I'm not one to brag, but when you come to my home, whether it be Sis or anyone else, you're going to have access to a tissue.
And Pantene shampoo and conditioner.
There's a bedroom right here. This studio has its own bathroom.
Fresh towels.
Fresh towels, Q-tips, cotton rounds, and cotton balls.
I do not use cotton balls. They're ridiculous.
Q-tips.
Yep. And they were good. Mm-hmm.
These aren't Dollar Tree Q-tips.
No, I will do without before I get $1.25 doodads.
Why?
Because they're just basically sticks, and you stick them in there, and you punch your hole in your ear thing, in your ear hole thing. The thing that you pop if you have loud music on.
And you think that I'm going to put Dollar Tree Q-tips in my bathroom for guests? You're crazy.
That's right. She bought me a top-notch air mattress, queen size, It was amazing, but she didn't have a fitted sheet for it. I was a little ticked off, but I got through the night.
I have fitted sheets for my bed, and I forgot my bed's a full size.
As big as we are, you should be having a
she
big.
was going to stop herself. As big as you.
I was, but I'm thinking I'm big myself. I can't go down to us. I do want a twin size bed. That would be up, but the dogs, they'd be piled up there, and the cats, it just would not be fun.
I did have a twin size bed for a month or two, and then I was like, I got to get a big one, bigger. But I didn't want it too big because I was in the basement and I didn't have a lot of space. Also, in this studio, if you were to come over, your own bathroom that Annie drinks out of the toilet, your own shower, your own trash can that has a lid that opens on its own.
And this is so amazing because I'm used to going to the bathroom in my house, which you can actually sit on the toilet and look down into the basement because our floor is rotted away. So you have to tiptoe to the toilet, hold on to the safety bar for the tub, and lower yourself down onto the potty because there's really no floor. There's block the toilets, so I don't feel unsafe in your bathroom.
Well, I had a similar situation when I lived in a trailer where the floor was rotted, and what the man, my ex-husband, did for safety was
he did nothing.
He took one big sheet, one of those big. What are they called? When you go to the Home Depot and you get one of those big wooden planks.
Yeah.
And just hammer that onto the floor.
That sounds good. That's what we plan on doing, but we got to wait a little while.
Well, maybe if you weren't at Goodwill buying knives, you could afford to fix your floor.
Man, this gal, I had 2 knives. I like big, heavy knives when I spread my peanut butter and butter on bread.
When you spread your cheeks.
We'll ignore that comment. And what was I talking about? Goodwill. Okay, yeah. So I get on up there because I didn't want to go all crazy. So I just got 2 of them that were matching because I dug through the whole pile. And then she goes, I have to charge you $1 each or you can get 4 for $1.
4 knives for $1?
Yeah. She knows I said I get a spoon, fork, whatever. So she charged me the $1, and then I ran back and picked up the other 2 knives that I wanted, but I didn't want to go crazy with the money. So I got 4 knives for $1. I have never in my life seen such a huge thrift store. It was like a big, giant, I don't know, it was just really big. It had to be like an old Walmart or something.
Was it busy?
Yeah, it was. People were buying shit left and right, packing them carts up. And then you could tell the people who sell stuff online because they're sitting there looking at stuff like this and,
That's me.
Yeah. I ain't doing all that.
Okay. We don't have to get mad at people that do.
I mean, I do have some things to sell on Marketplace, but I don't want nobody coming to our home, so.
Meet them up at the Casey's store.
I can do that. That's a good idea.
That's what I do when I have suspicious people buying.
Huh.
I had a woman I went over to buy, actually that unicorn right there, that the corn fell off. You can't see it, but
it's got silver feet.
She goes, come on in. I go, no, it's okay. I'll just wait out here. She goes, well, come on in. I go, ma'am, you don't go in people's houses anymore because they'll kill you. Yeah,
that's like this really nice lady around. Well, I don't know if she's nice or not, but she has one of those rectangular homes. It's they plop it down. It's really nice.
A modular home?
Yeah, but it's like one big room. And I pulled up, was driving because I want to tell her, I'm like, man, I love your house. She's like, well, come on by anytime and you could take a tour. I'm thinking this lady don't know me for Adam.
Right.
I'm like, okay. And
old
just drove
people
away.
be too trusting.
No.
Yeah, she was adamant on me coming in. She goes, well, I won't kill you. And I thought, yeah, that's what a killer would say.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, then that means she had plans.
So I go inside of her home and just stand in the door, and she had the room stacked with stuff she was selling on Marketplace. on couches, tables.
She's having a good old time.
And she said, well, do you see anything else you want? That's why she wanted to get me in there, was to try to, and I said, yes, I do. I'll take that
She wanted to
wig.
entice you to buy more stuff.
I took a wig. I took that unicorn thing, another couple of things I can't find.
So you gave in and went in that house?
I mean, she was 4'7". I could have taken her old ass.
That's not nice, sis,
Well-
because I'm old.
If she would have tried to,
I mean, she could have been a bodybuilder for all you known.
she very well could have been. But I'm telling you, I could have taken this lady.
She could have followed that, what's his name, Jack LaMaz, that real old guy, and he worked out from like the 1950s.
Don't know who that is.
Okay, that's fine.
I just want to give a
Jack
special.
LaMann. No, I think he played ballroom music. I can't remember.
I just wanted to give a shout out to your shirt.
That's right.
It's a Phil Collins shirt, and I had
And
a
it's-
dream last night that the guy made it. It's not even a real shirt. He made
It's
it.
an official tour shirt. Phil Collins, Not Dead Yet, from 2019. The guy said he bought it at the concert. He lost weight. I got it off of eBay, and it didn't fit anymore. I didn't want to pay $20-something, so I waited. But I wasn't waiting necessarily for the guy to send me an email. But I looked at my email, and he had sent me an offer that I couldn't refuse with free shipping. I said, buy it now, man. And I have not worn this. This is my first time wearing it. I have saved it since last year to wear if I'd ever be on a show again with Sis.
Did you hear the dream though that I had about it? I had a dream the guy tricked you and made it on like a cricket or something.
Well, yeah, but that's you just being mean because you really want that to be because you're so jealous that you don't have a tour. And it was a 2X. I mean, my God, you never find plus size stuff in cool shirts.
Especially a tour shirt.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe Phil made a 2X. Usually it goes up to large, and they always hold it up and go, it will fit you. It's like, no.
I don't think Phil necessarily had anything to do with the sizing.
Well, you never know.
I mean, Phil's sitting down on
He's
stage.
in the air tonight.
What's that big cut on the front of your leg?
A
leash?
Well, yeah, Maxwell, because I got him one of those reinforced cords, you know, because he can really charge at it. And it's really long. And sometimes when he sees a cat or other people, he'll run and I'll be standing in the middle of it and it will wrap around my ankles or ankle. And this one literally burned me,
Yeah, it
burned
looks
my
like a
skin.
burn.
And I fell on the ground. And that's happened quite a few times. So now I watch as I'm walking and where I'm standing at all times that cord is nowhere near me.
I would be on the other side. I would be on the part of the cord where it can't stretch to.
Well,
So he could just go in a circle like this, and you are on
then
the...
it gets wrapped up in this light that doesn't turn on. It's a real pain in the butt. Well, I mean, it's not his fault. I don't get mad at him. I'm standing. I mean, it was like a lasso, like being thrown on my ankle, and whoop, and it was burning so bad. I was like, oh my God. Then it dropped down to my foot and got my foot too. I have no idea how that happened.
You could have lost your foot.
Probably. Oh, it's happened on this one too. I don't know if you can see the scars. This is the first one. It got my right foot. It's got my left foot quite a few times.
Good Lord.
I'm always falling or doing something.
I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to tell them what I'm doing with the studio because they're probably like, why do you have a studio if you're not doing storage anymore? Some people don't know because they're not on my Patreon. The people on Patreon know.
Well, I get the notifications, but I can't look at the things. I guess I don't get a free subscribe or something.
Yeah, you don't get nobody gets a free ride on my Patreon.
Or discounts on merch. But that's big.
Huh?
I said, it's okay.
Well, I know that I have a code for the online stuff, but I don't know what it is.
We know.
So this studio is going to be for Miss Crystal's podcast, and it's called Miss Crystal's Podcast Program.
Can Carla come and be on
No.
the show with Miss Crystal?
No, people have
think-
requested that, and I'm
I
not
think
doing
you
that.
can. You sit over here and then, record. And
I have to film a whole thing of Miss Crystal talking to herself, and then Carla over there talking to herself.
it'll be like that movie with that Parent Trap or something.
That's too much work,
Okay.
and I try to do the least amount of work as possible. Now, who will be on it? I don't know yet. So I got this place so that if anybody does come on it, they can go in that restroom and use it.
So you're going to be letting strangers in your home?
Well, I'm not going to have strangers on the
Oh, okay.
podcast. Hopefully, I'm going to have very famous comedians like.
You better jack up the toilet paper gig, though, because it's kind of thin.
Oh, I buy Scott toilet paper.
I like Scott toilet paper, but others may not.
Well, if a guest comes over, I'll get a Charmin or
Oh, I don't like Charmin.
why
like-
a Dingleberry.
How would I know? How would I know that I have those?
Well, it kind of pulls
What is it pulling on?
the hair on your butthole.
I don't think I have any down there.
Well, that's not true. If I do, you do, because we're in the same family. Don't act like you ain't got booty hole hairs.
Well, I know. I don't stick my finger up in there.
Why not?
I got things to do.
You would.
All her things that she does are X-rated. I like to stay PG.
Please.
Is that drink staining my fake teeth?
Let me see. No. Did you have teeth the last time you were on this? Or was that the episode where
That
you
was the
had...
episode with the mask.
Hey, she's got new teeth. Check them out.
I think they're really big. I think they're too. I wish they were like tiny teeth dentures.
I don't know why they can't make you a denture that you like. Why would they make an extra large denture? I don't think they look large, but I'm just saying.
Maybe it's just me and my perception of when I look in the mirror. You know.
What did they say to you, that you had a overbite or underbite or something? And I was like, why?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense because you didn't before you had the denture. What did they say?
That I have an extremely large vulva. The
Wait a minute.
mouth thing.
I had to beep that because you said vulva.
Well, isn't that what the mouth is? Up there? And then I have excellent gums ready for dentures to be put in.
Do you know where the vulva is?
Now that I'm thinking about it, it's down in your area.
It's down in your
isn't it?
area,
Yeah.
in your privates.
Yeah.
So if you had a vulva in your mouth, I would be concerned. He said you had extra big, what, the palate?
Yeah, I guess palate. Is that what it is? The roof of your mouth?
Yeah.
That's what I shouldn't have said, the roof of the mouth. Yeah.
He said you had a big palate?
I guess so. He just said it was unusually large.
Oh my
I
God.
don't give a crap.
It just is weird.
Who cares?
Did he say it made it difficult to get a denture to fit?
No, not at all. They said I had perfect gums ready to apply dentures.
So there was no reason for the man to say, "My, you sure have a large palate, larger than I've ever seen."
Who gives a crap? I don't care. I got other things to worry about.
Like what?
Lots of things. Do I have soda in the refrigerator for in the morning? Do I have a working pencil and a pen and paper for work? That's what I have to worry
A
about.
pencil?
I prefer writing with pencils. I do not. Why is that funny? I don't use the
Any goats?
erasers.
Need any goats now?
I don't know what goats have to do with pencils, but whatever.
I forgot the sounds that were on
Oh,
there.
okay.
I literally haven't taken this thing out in so long. When somebody asks you if you have a pencil, this is what you do.
Well, if your ink runs out and you got a pencil, you ain't gonna write with the pencil.
I'll write. I like writing with pencils.
Then why are you trying to get off on me over there?
Because it was just funny
Oh, okay.
to say that you wanted a pencil.
Yeah, I like pencils.
Now, do you like a number 2 pencil?
I like a number 2, and I like the mechanical pencils that have the thick lead in them.
I break those too easily.
We get the thicker lead ones.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm too strong for them.
Oh,
I'm too strong for a mechanical pencil. Always have been, even when I was a child.
okay.
Even though I wanted them as a child because they were cool, I couldn't stop breaking them. And then the teacher would say, well, stop dropping your pencil on the floor because now all the lead inside of it is broken into small shards.
The teacher said that?
Yeah. When you drop them, apparently then all the leads break into little pieces. Now,
I don't understand why you would get on a child for that. That's ludicrous.
I like the ones that had it had like a little plastic thing with a piece of lead, and then you take it off and put it in the back and pushes a new one forward. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't have time for that. I like them pre-assembled. Push and go.
Hey, in the comments, if you like a pre-assembled pencil, let us know. Put a pencil emoji.
I want to get me a little knife so I can so I don't have to use a pencil sharpener. You know, I just whittle it down.
No, don't want those.
That's a cool dude move right there.
No, that's when you're a kid in school and your mom or dad the night before, because you had to do your homework, whittles your pencil because you don't have one at home, or a pencil sharpener. Then you have to go to school with this bogus looking pencil tip.
Well, man, that's great. That's a good skill to have.
But kids don't think about good skills. They just think, why does her pencil look like a beaver chewed on it?
Nobody's looking at your damn pencils.
Oh, they did. They looked at the weirdest things. They looked at your shoes.
Yeah.
They looked at your school supplies. And they looked at what you brought to eat. Even though everyone was poor, you got one kid making fun of another poor kid.
Like, I got real Hostess cupcakes, and you got the bogus ones. I'm trying to think of a bogus, and I wouldn't say Little Debbie, but there was like ones that were like even below that.
Hydrox?
Those are cookies.
Let me look up fake.
I mean, they're really bad.
Oh, and they were staler than that thing. Fake Hostess cupcakes. Well, as soon as I see it, I'll know. Did it have the little swirls on top?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. Would I type in off-brand?
You're the computer expert. Why are you asking me?
Well, it just kept bringing up recipes of how to make a Hostess cupcake.
Oh.
Off-brand Hostess cupcake. Remember when we lived by the Hostess cupcake?
Oh,
a tasty cake?
yeah, tasty cake. There you go. Well, when I worked at that gas station, they'd be down there baking that bread, and it smelled so good.
I'm not a big fan of a Hostess cupcake, but I will eat it. If that's, let's say you go to someone's house and they don't have any snacks and that's all they have, I'll eat it.
Yeah. I like the Twinkie.
I like a good Twinkie in the freezer.
No, I never did that.
I like an ice cream. Chelsea gets these ice cream sandwiches called Big Boys. Oh,
I like more of the cookies and the ice cream on it.
like a cookies and cream?
I won't buy anything called cookies and cream.
But that's the same as eating a cookie with ice cream.
Okay.
It's the same exact thing, just in chopped up version.
Okay. We had we have the 31 flavors last night, and it was excellent.
It was so good. And
I ate every bit of it.
she told the little guy working there, hey, this was her first job too, talking about me. And I said, how do you know it's his first job? This could be his second or third. That guy's worked up there a good long time.
Oh, you've been up there before?
Every time I go up there, that fella's working. And he does good scoops. He don't do...
Yeah, he don't get up there and weigh that
He
stuff.
don't weigh them.
Do
And
they even weigh them anymore? Do they?
They're probably supposed to. We were supposed to, but you don't when you're having a busy rush and you're scooping.
Yeah, and you put it on that scale, then you bring it back, add another piece, take off a piece. I mean, it's ridiculous. Too many choices.
My first day on the job, that they just had me scooping and weighing. And I think I may still have carpal tunnel from all that scooping. Did you see that kid's scooping method? He did like a backward scoop where he held the scoop backwards instead of holding it. It was pretty.
I think she was bossing me around or something, and I had to pay attention to her.
Well, here's what happened. I order a scoop of mint chip and a scoop of fudge, chocolate fudge, in a waffle cone.
Which
and she
is
goes,
ridiculous.
"Oh, you're getting chocolate fudge. That's too chocolatey."
It is too chocolatey.
And that's the point.
No.
And then, so I step over to the cashier area ready to pay. I mean, it's amazing someone would complain when you're buying them ice cream, but here we are. She goes,
She had to throw that in there and make her feel better.
She goes, "I want a 2-scoop sundae, hot fudge." And the guy is saying like, "You want chocolate fudge? Like, like me?" And she goes, "Yeah."
I don't know what he was talking about. I just said, yeah, I just want some chocolate fudge on there.
So she ended up getting mint chip, chocolate fudge ice cream, and a hot fudge sundae. And it's very specific. You have to say hot fudge. For instance, Tina, where were we? Culver's. I'm over at the soda registry. Get my soda. I hear say, "Yeah, give me a scoop of custard and chocolate syrup." And I stopped filling up my soda and was like,
What's wrong with that? It's a
chocolate syrup is for a child.
no Hershey's chocolate syrup on a scoop of vanilla ice cream is the best combo ever.
Don't put
Throw
chocolate
in there
syrup.
some strawberries, fake strawberries. Oh my God, that's the best right there.
Chocolate syrup is only good for chocolate milk, and that's it. Don't put it on a dessert. If you bring me out a cake, let's say I'm at the Cheesecake Factory. You bring me out a cheesecake and sprinkle a little bit of chocolate fudge on there. I mean, syrup.
Hershey's.
I'm not eating the syrup.
Oh my God, it's so good. And they used to be better when it had the can. And I haven't really bought any chocolate lately, but the can. And then you had to open it up with the
the little-
triangular thing.
That's old timey.
Man,
Now that was
you could practically drink that chocolate. It was so good.
good. However, after a couple of days of being open, then it started tasting like a metallic taste.
Yeah, but we got it ate up before the 2 days was up.
Anyway,
Grandma made sure we had ice cream at least 4 to 5 times a day.
she did.
Yes.
Now, I want to finish the story with Tina because I think it's important. She comes and sits down and go, "Why'd you get chocolate sauce?" She goes, "I didn't. I got hot fudge." I go, "No, you didn't. You got chocolate syrup." She goes, "Oh, yeah, I said chocolate syrup. It's hot fudge." I go, "Hold on. Don't ever say that in front of me again, first of all. Don't ever compare chocolate syrup with hot fudge because they're two different things. That's like saying, oh, I want some butter on my toast and they put margarine."
That is a big difference.
She goes, "No, it's hot." And I said, "Tina, look, I'm an elder here. I'm morbidly obese. I know the difference between my dessert
You
sauces."
should have asked after she ate it, did you have hot fudge or chocolate syrup?
Well, she then came on board and she goes, "Yeah, this kind of does taste kind of
Good.
stupid." And it does.
No, it's not stupid. It's delicious.
It's just not in the same category. Don't go in there expecting to get hot fudge and you're ordering a chocolate syrup. You're going to be disappointed unless you're 5.
Remember Crown Candy, and you got the vanilla chip ice cream.
With the
and they
hot
had
fudge.
the best hot fudge ever. I mean, that stuff would
Phenomenal.
take you months to get it out of your teeth.
Oh, it was so chewy.
it was so good.
It was like molasses.
Oh my God. It was so yummy.
I don't think I could eat that these days because every tooth on the top is about ready to fly out.
Well, I'd have to get the to-go so I can eat it in my car with no teeth in it.
But then you would choke on it because it is very thick.
Oh, God, it was so good.
The light turned on and it scared me.
I don't know what that means.
My blood pressure went up when I started talking about the hot fudge and the chocolate. And generally, I don't notice people's ages. Like my friends are all younger than me until I have to teach them a life lesson like that. I've had to teach Tina many life lessons lately. One being hot fudge is not chocolate syrup. And also, stop expecting people to do or say or be a certain way, and you'll never be disappointed.
That's what Sis told me to do yesterday.
Some people might say, well, that's not good thinking. That's actually probably not healthy to think like that. But I tell you what, you stop getting disappointed. You're not going to get disappointed when you have zero expectations for anyone you know, whether that be a priest, a pastor, your local librarian, the lady at the grocery store, or your best friend.
Yeah, I don't expect any. Well, no.
There's a car alarm going off.
I just don't. I just don't know how people can't just do not the right thing, but just act right. Don't act a fool, and just and hurting people. I just don't understand.
Just
it.
expect that everyone's going to hurt you, be out to get you, do something bad, steal from you, punch you in your head. And then when they do, you're like, I already knew you were going to do it. Burn.
But how good do you feel after you burn
I feel
me?
great because I'm not upset. I'm not out here walking around thinking, oh, this is how he or she should act or say in front of me. I expect nothing. So when they do nothing,
then why when I do stuff, you get mad?
That's because that's your job is to make me mad.
Oh. Hey, I've done pretty good this weekend. I think she's only, I don't think I've walked quietly and not disturbed anything.
Well, there's nothing to
disturb.
disturb.
She accused me of spying in her closet.
Oh, that was a joke.
Because I saw a pet gate, and I was putting a mattress in the closet, and she go, "Well, you sneaking around my stuff?"
Now, those aren't the words I said.
No. I mean, it was sitting right there.
Because
I know what they look like.
I said, I was getting the lights out, and I go, "Hey, here's a pet gate. Sis would probably like this because she has a small farm of animals." And I said, "Hey, sis, would you like this gate?" She goes, "I already saw it in there, and I've been making plans for it already." And I said, "Wow, how'd you see it?" Because it was really in the back there, kind of hidden. And then she goes off the deep end. "Oh, you're accusing me of snooping around."
I don't snoop. I have never been in my husband's wallet. I have never dug in nobody's purse. Don't be looking in people's stuff. That's why I don't like to follow people with them apps. I don't need to know where you people are. I know where I am, and that's all I need to know.
Well, the reason I like to follow my friends, know where their location is because when they're late and I say, "Hey."
See, it's all about the burn for you. It's all about, I'm going to get you back because I'm a big sucky baby.
Yep. I say, "Hey, where you at?" And I'll just use Tina as an example. "Where you at?" She'll say, "I'm on my way." And then I'll look in my location and see that her little picture, it's a circle. I don't know if you've looked at anybody's location. Circle of her head is still hovering over her own home.
But she is thinking about being on her way.
But she's not. Another example is when I'm, maybe I'm meeting someone at a restaurant and I'm minding my own business. I just check in. "Oh, where's Beth? Where's Biffy? Oh, looks like she's a couple minutes away. Cool." Or maybe you have a husband that you suspect is cheating on you. Say, "Hey, babe, turn your location on." And he'll say, "No, I'm not doing it." And then you can say, "Okay, I know he's cheating on me." because he won't
Like,
share
who
his
gives
location.
a hell? I don't
Like,
give a shit
please
what
leave me the hell alone and go cheat on me.
I don't need to know where nobody's at.
Also, for safety, there some of my friends are. I can't think of anybody specifically. Maybe they go on a date, a Tinder date,
Well,
and you want to
that
know where
is
they are,
true.
and they end up being kidnapped, and you can say, "Hey, police, guess what? I'm sharing my location. I'm a hero. Give me the $10,000 reward."
Burn.
Burn. This,
Tinder date. That just, I
Soda.
don't know how people do that.
I mean, the dating apps are
That
just
Sonic
horrible.
was really sketchy.
Yeah, I didn't want to send you to that one. That one I usually have to wait an average of 5 to 30 minutes.
I mean, there was Pothole Central. I mean, you can't pull in there fast, and it's covered by a bunch of trees. I'm like, what is going on here?
there was one time I was there and I said, hey, is your bathroom public? And she goes,
Bathroom. I'd never use a bathroom at Sonic.
well,
I'd rather pee in my pants.
that's why you pee in your pants.
Yeah, there you go.
And she said, well, we have to close it because people have been in there using drugs.
That's
and I
right.
said, okay.
Like at the laundromat.
And
in
I said,
Pilot Grove.
where you expect me to do my drugs, ma'am? In my car? They do drugs at the laundromat?
Well, I no, because I wanted to get a key from the owner. He happened to be in there. I said, I will pay you money to please give me access to that bathroom. Because, I mean, I'm having to run out of there and run home. And, you know, it's very inconvenient. And he said, well, no, we've had too many people go in there, you know, poo-poo and spread poo-poo on the wall and, you know, write nasty,
Poo-poo.
naughty things on the wall and clog up the toilet. I mean, I have never been in a bathroom where I purposely shoved toilet paper and poo-poo and whatever all in the toilet to clog it up. That makes no sense to me. I don't, but whatever. So I just go home.
Would you angle that microphone phone toward your mouth? Just pull it down. No, like this. Like,
I don't want it to break.
well, it's not going to break. Just take
This
it.
looks like Princess Leia.
Huh?
It's got the buns.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, there we go.
Much better. Whoa.
I don't have any new news to report.
I don't even remember the last, like, what was the date the last time you were on here?
It was last summer. It wasn't my birthday. Did I come down for? Because I have to combine it with the long weekends. So it was either September or it was in May. I remember it was pretty hot, so it must have been September.
Keep talking.
And
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm
It
going to
was
stop
probably
this
September.
and start it again. It was doing like a weird glitch. At first, I thought it was my eyes. I'm like, what's wrong with my eyes?
Did you expect that box to work?
I mean, I expected it to not.
If you don't expect anything, you won't be concerned about it.
Got me.
Boom, burn. Yeah. Finally.
If this didn't record, boy, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, and I'm going to go outside.
Hello?
I ain't
Hello?
Listen to that stuff.
I mean, it's just glitching out, dude.
Maybe you need one of those new boxes. How do you know it's glitching?
Because I can see the screen acting up.
Maybe you don't have the things plugged in correctly.
Well, I'll tell you this much. When I do the other podcast, I'm not going to be the producer and I'm not going to do this. I'm going to pay a man that's going to do this. And you're going to...
I know who you can hire.
Who? His name's Aiden.
Oh, okay.
He works up at Zany's. He's the sound guy at Zany's and also does a lot of other podcasts.
Well, I bet he... Oh, what's his name should drive down here from Slop City.
Randy?
Yeah, Randy should come
I
down
can't
here.
afford to get Randy up here every time.
He should come for free. Because he loves you.
4.5 hours each way to come record a dumb podcast. He said he would help me get stuff set up, but what I need to do is get a man, because women can't do stuff like this. Just kidding. But I'm just saying a man because I know a particular man that could do it. Put a bar up there that takes minimal damage so I can hang lights down from there.
Huh.
But because I'm in an apartment, I don't want to do too much. Also, Mr. Elgin upstairs, I don't want to have, be drilling and stuff. And it's... Also, I got to put a ton of shelves behind me to put all of Crystal's knickknacks. I got a lot of stuff to do in here.
Yeah.
This is a Crystal's Creation LLC. That is really nice. This I could.
Are you going to be doing an HSN QVC episode of Crystal where you sell your goods?
I'm going to be showcasing her goods each episode. I'm going to be doing a puppet show. Probably taking calls.
Oh, man. See, I want to do a thing where I pop on and say, hey, how's everybody doing? If you're feeling sad or lonely, or you just have, you just feel blue, give me a call and we'll talk and go over and, but I'm afraid that I would get hateful people calling me and I would start crying, so that wouldn't be good for
Are
the
you
show.
saying you want to start a hotline for people to chit chat?
Well, yeah, but people could watch it and stuff, live.
Oh, a helpline. A live helpline like on a TikTok
just
or something?
My boyfriend dumped me and I don't have anybody to talk to, so they'll call and I'll, go over it with them and just hang up the phone.
Okay, so let's do an example call just to test out your skills. Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Hi, thanks for calling Lee's comforting hotline.
Hello?
Hi.
You didn't say, hi, how can I help you or anything?
Hi, are you there? This is Lee's comforting call line. How may I help you?
It'll be Lee's LCCLs. Hi, I'm calling because I didn't have anybody else to talk to.
Oh, okay.
My
here for you.
My boyfriend recently broke up with me, and I feel very sad.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Was it a bad breakup, or was it, let's just go our separate ways?
Yeah, it was bad. I actually took all of his belongings, burned them in the front yard.
Well, I hate to tell you, but you will probably be facing some charges and taken to court. But on the good side, he's probably happy he is out of your life, since you sound
What do you mean?
Angry.
What do you mean I sound angry? This isn't a very comforting...
if you're willing to burn it's probably comforting for him because he's gone from you.
Well, then maybe he should have called you instead of me.
Well, what's his phone number? I will dial him up directly.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't recommend Lee's comforting call line to any of my friends or family.
Well, I just got to call it out. If you're acting a fool, I can't, I don't know what to say.
Wow. I'm giving you a terrible Yelp review.
Well, I hope you go in peace and you do not set anything else on fire that does not belong to you. He'll probably take you to Judge Judy and she'll be yelling at you. And I hope you call again someday with more good news.
No offense. I'm not ever calling back, and I'm not recommending you to my friends or family. And in fact, I'm going to call the Better Business Bureau because your business needs to be shut down.
Well,
goodbye.
I didn't say to be calling in if you were a nut job. This has to be normal problems that I can't solve. Like, hi, I can't afford my rent. I'll just say, well, I'm very sorry about that. And then I'll say, have you thought about selling things in your home to collect $1,000. Or I can tell them they have so long to wait before they evict you.
They evict you?
Yep. And they'll actually, go through the process. And if you don't want to move your furniture, because they come and take out all your stuff and pitch it out in the street, just have a U-Haul waiting there.
Oh, when they evict you?
Yeah. So you ain't even got to carry out your stuff. They'll have it there on the curb for you.
That's actually a good idea.
And you just put it right in the U-Haul and...
But I'll never be able to get another apartment. Because when I moved in here, they did say, have you ever faced any evictions? Or as you say, invictions?
Well, that's when you move in with one of your cousins or mother, You have family to go to, hopefully.
So far, I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't publish this number yet until you are able to sort of
think things out.
Think things out, maybe research how to help people over the phone.
Well, that was a good idea if you get evicted like that.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Pull up the U-Haul, ready to go.
All right, let's do another example. Ring, ring.
Hi, thanks for calling Lee's Comforting Hotline.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking for Lee's comfort call line.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me get her on the phone. Hi, this is Lee. You are calling Lee's Comforting Call Line. How may I help you?
Hi.
Hi there.
I recently went to the dentist, and he told me I had a large vulva. And now keep in mind, he's not a gynecologist. He is my dentist. And I just feel betrayed because how did he know my vulva was big?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It looks like you're very distressed.
To say the least.
Well, what I would do is keep up the good dental hygiene, and I always recommend naps. Naps will make you feel better. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What do you got? A lot of calls today? You're already getting me off the phone. I'm looking for comfort.
Well, I just gave you comfort. Good advice. Naps and go do some dental care.
Ma'am, I don't think you understand. I went to the dentist, and instead of looking at my mouth, he looked inside of my pants.
Well, I partially put the blame on you because if he was unzipping your pants and pulling your pants down, you should have known from there that he's not working on the mouth.
He didn't unzip my pants. They had given me one of those little paper gowns to wear, and I stripped off all of my clothes.
Oh, well, okay. Next time you go to the dentist, call me.
Okay.
And I will give you advice on what you should and should not do at the dentist office.
Okay, that actually is helpful.
Yes.
And I will keep your number logged in my phone.
If you could text me the date and I can call you.
That'd be nice.
Like a couple hours before, and you can,
I'm going to be honest. I was almost not going to call because I read a bad Yelp review.
Well, there's haters out there. They don't like comfort,
Well, I'm glad I called. This really helped.
Hear comfort. So.
And I can't wait to text you and let you know when I'm going to the dentist so that you can call me on that date.
I will. I don't know how to do the FaceTiming, but I will talk to you on the telephone.
That is wonderful. Will you be calling from your landline?
I will be calling from my landline because that's always working, even if the power goes off.
Oh, okay. I love that. That is wonderful.
Yeah, because if you have the newfangled internet and you got the phone line hooked up to it, power goes off, you ain't got no phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not looking for extra stuff. I just wanted to call about the thing. I don't need to hear about your life story, ma'am. Frankly, it's kind of annoying,
but it actually helps you call me anytime you want because my phone will always be on.
You're right. I'm sorry I got hostile.
That's okay.
You're
going through a hard time, and I understand.
This isn't Cheryl's comfort line. My name's Cheryl. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
It's that I didn't call to comfort you, and it sounds like that's what I'm having to do.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to do that.
Well, I'll give you I'll send you a couple bucks via the PayPal to make up for, the advice you gave me.
So you must be, I'm going to guess you're anywhere from 50 to 70 if you're using PayPal to send people money. Because generally we use Venmo, a Cash App, a Zelle.
I can't sign into the Cash App. It kept doing something. I just gave it up. I prefer money orders, cashier checks. So,
yeah, we don't. So you're the elderly lady that's holding us up at the grocery store.
That's exact. Well, let me get out my checkbook after they ring you up. And,
Not me, baby. When I wrote a check, I was ready to go.
I was too. I used to hold it with my pencils or pen to write out I had the date filled out and everything. But what takes so long is when they put the check into the thing and it would slide back and forth, and print all the crap on the back. I remember when I worked at the famous bar, we had that, and I had to use a stamper to stamp the back of the check because they had to sign the back of the check.
No, you had to write their driver's license number.
Oh, that's right. Your driver's license. Yep, that's exactly right.
A bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I don't understand how we ever got checked out in stores with checks. I mean, it would take so long. And that's if somebody already had all the stuff written on the front, which rarely happens.
Yeah, it says it right there. Well, but I don't know if it's because I'm older, but back then it seemed like things were at a little bit slower pace.
Well, we didn't.
I mean, now it's like when you get in line, you're on fire because you can't check out in 2 seconds.
And that is unfortunate, but that's just how we've become accustomed to.
Well, maybe they should call Lee's comforting hotline.
Well,
and I see people can call me from the road if they're feeling road rage. But you have to be on the hands-free calling, and I'll talk you through it.
Now, is that what you're wearing to dinner?
I don't know. I don't want to show off anybody.
Because we're going to have to stop. If you're going to have to change your clothes, we should stop now because we are taking...
Yeah, I got to change I got to go tinkle and change. It won't take me long to change.
We have to take Sis out for her birthday tonight. Her birthday is this week.
And I told her not to buy me a cake because she's disappointed me so much over the years. I didn't want to be disappointed again. So.
And if you don't expect anything, guess what?
See,
you're not.
I wasn't mad. Thumbs up. Oh, no. I ain't doing thumbs up.
Why?
Don't get me started.
Oh, Lord.
I'll just wave.
Well, thanks for joining us for the last episode of Storage.
This is a really sad moment. I hope people will call the comforting hotline and I can talk to them.
We'll have to get your comfort call line up and running.
1-833-COMFORT-ME.
I tried to get one for Crystal's show and I was trying to do all the spelling and it was too much. I finally just kept the same one from Storage.
Yeah, I got to go to the bathroom
all right.
too.
Woo. Thanks for joining us.
I woke up this morning looking for broccoli. I wanted to shout out to that. And if you know, you know.
I don't know. It's probably from some TV show I don't watch.
Ooh, man, I gotta
go to the bathroom and go pee. Piss in your pants and then you'll see me. Don't pee on the brand new couch that I bought off Facebook Marketplace. Bye. Oh my goodness, I got to go. She going.